Nelk Boys sit down and interview Bibi, okay? And even at the beginning of their interview, they're like, oh, my God, I don't even know what we're doing here. We're way over our head, and, should we do this? Should we not do this? And by the way, historically, they've been one of the best to bring eyeballs of the youth to President Trump. They get a lot of credit for doing this. And even during COVID, they were one of the first guys that did an interview. The video got like 6, 7, 8 million views. Within 24 hours, YouTube took it down. That was back in the days when interviews of Trump would be taken down. And they did a big interview. So they've done a very good job over the years. Dana White's been a very big supporter of these guys. Behind closed doors, cameras on, cameras off, they're freaking great to be around, okay, these guys. Especially Kyle, really like him. Steiny's funny as well, to be around these guys. They interview Bibi. Right after interviewing Bibi, the mob goes after them. How could you? How dare you? You doing softball questions, this, that. And here's what they had to say, Rob, if you don't mind playing this clip. Play the clip.
It's a good point. Someone said having Netanyahu on is like having modern-day Hitler.
No, I saw that.
Which is, honestly, guys, I'll be honest. I'm here to... It's a good point.
What's a good point?
We're here to fucking learn, to be honest, guys. It's a
What else?
What's a good point?
Rob, let it keep playing.
Please
that was the end of the clip.
Oh, that was the end of it?
Yes, sir.
So they say this, comparing Netanyahu to Hitler, and they're saying that's a good point because the market is reacting to them in a very, very hardcore way. Then they get Bassem Youssef, which we've had him on. It's so funny. The other day, people showed a clip of Bassem Youssef when he was on the podcast. He had come with terrible back pain. Middle of the podcast, I'm lifting up his shirt. I'm putting we got him a icy hot thing to put on. I'm putting, what do you call it, stuff for the pain to go in. And afterwards, I cook up him a nice meal and bring him a masseuse to give him a nice a massage on his back.
Massage at your house?
Yeah, at my house, yeah. All this stuff. Bassem Youssef goes on, and this is the clip when they're together at the podcast, and here's how they open it up, okay? Here's how they open it up. You can go back a little bit. Press play.
We should have grilled him 50,000, 100,000 times harder, but something we can't get back, and we'll probably always regret
Of course,
that,
but I know you can't get back this like trip in Israel, but I'm just telling you, this was like part of a much bigger propaganda effort, right? And a country that spends $150 million on its image, they are covering something. They when they spread all of these propaganda, it's like, we're not starving people in Gaza.
You can pause that right there. You can pause that right there. If somebody wants to watch the rest, they can watch the rest. By the way, they spend 150. We probably spend tens of billions of dollars to make our image clean. Every country spends money on that. It's not in only one country that does it or not. But here's what I would tell you. The point I want to make to you guys is the following. And this is specifically going to the Nelk crew, all of them, all the crew there. Dude, you don't have to apologize. Honestly, you guys don't have to apologize. You guys have done very good work, very. And you're in the process of learning. You're interviewing people. You don't need to sit there and worry about the mob. FYI, the mob is going to come after you in such ways to make you get on your knees and convince you that you're going to lose all your customers. You're not going to lose your customers. You guys are loved. People love you guys. You truly are loved. The audience, who is the happy dad, if you're drinking, if somebody drinks beer here, go buy the Happy Dad beer because these guys are good guys. They're very good guys at what they do. Very. They're trying to do their best. Young guys coming up, openly talking about the stuff they're doing. These are good guys. But this next phase we're going to, all of these guys that are coming up, God forbid you do an interview that somebody's not happy with, be very, very careful trying to win over the mob. You're not going to. Let me say it again. There's different formats of, like, even for us, a part of the market, how they look at it. It's so funny when they come and see us, they're like, whoa, you guys got 11-acre land here on the airport? Yes. You guys leased this? No, we own this place. How do you guys have 164 employees? What do they do here? 163 on any given day. We're at 164 now. How do you guys have 164 full-time employees? You guys just had 30 people 20 years ago. Last time I came. You guys were in an office in Boca 3 years ago when I came. What's going on with, now you guys have a cigar lounge. Now you guys got a platinum lounge. Now you guys got another. Now, what are you guys doing behind closed doors? We're building a business is what we're doing. And our method of what we're going to, we have the business owner audience. We have entrepreneurs audience. We understand to small business owners because to me, I believe, the backbone of America's small business owners. It's very hard to build a company. We're at a shop here, okay, in Vegas. The two owners are here. First thing I said is I want to see what the back looks like. They got a beautiful podcast studio here. I go to the back. All the people have been so nice to us, okay? Adam's put the entire crew to work. I'm so upset at Adam. They're so respectful to us. They're so nice to us. There's about 11 employees I met. That's hard cost. This is hard. This is not easy. They have to make this thing work and make money doing this. All this camera, all this stuff is, this is hard. So we, like our audience, understand how hard it is to grow a business, pay salary, have benefits, keep people happy. You lose somebody, you hire them, you train them, you try to put a good thing together. I just want anybody and everybody that's in the media space, we agree, disagree. I don't care if you're Sagar and his partner, I want to say Crystal is his wife's name, is her name, who's married to Kyle Kulinski, who we've had on before, and he was good when we had him on. It's not easy to build a business. It's not easy for any one of them, from the left, the right, the center, no matter what part you are. But the direction people are going to next, the currency they're going to be looking at is whether you're fair, whether you're consistent, whether you have the ability to reason, and you're willing to talk to anybody and everybody, and that's what you're doing. If you all of a sudden get arrested by the comment section, welcome to miserable life. Because the mob then realizes, ooh, we got a hold of them. We scared them. We control you. Nope, you can't do that. We're going to send our audience and go in the comment section to bash PBD Podcast and comments, because what Pat said about Muslims and also go in the comment section. You won't move us. Go Nelk Boys and scare the crap out of them. Don't let them move you. Your voice is important. You've done good work. And you're going to get better. It's just going to get better. A 35-year-old Kyle, a 40-year-old Kyle, John in the back, the CEO, doing a phenomenal job. These guys are doing good work, but I think on a media space, where we're going to next, it's going to be a very interesting race. And it'll come down to, you know what? When I watch PBD Podcast, they sell shirts and they sell Manex and they sell consulting. Yeah, we sell our businesses instead of taking sponsorship money, so we're not owned by anybody else.
Bingo.
We do it because our loyalty is to the truth and the customers. That's what we want to do. If you don't like us and walk away, we're also okay with that. You'll come back. We understand business. We've been around. We got thick skin. But I think there's a massive opening right now in a marketplace with media, and it'll be very, very interesting. There's going to be some that no matter where they go, they tear the house down and they leave and they blame the company. This happened in insurance a lot. Every time I interviewed a guy that wanted a job that bashed their previous 3 companies, I'm going to be the 4th. Any girl you ever date that trashes the previous 3 boyfriends, you're going to be the 4th. Any guy you date that bashes his previous 3 girlfriends, you're going to be the 4th very soon. That's how this works. No one is perfect. Everyone's trying to figure this thing out. And on any given day, anyone's going to fall into some kind of a scandal. Well, let me tell you what happened. They just got money from Qatar. They got money from Saudi. They got money from Mossad or Israel. No, they're funded. All right, we'll see. Pump the brakes. Let's see what happens here as more of the stories come out. But I hope Barry gets $250 million that she wants. But Barry, realistically, on a $6 million revenue, if that number is right for 2024, and that's the run rate, you were, as of December 31st, a $30 million company, which is a very hard thing to do. If the people still are willing to pay $250 million for a $30 million company, that means you need to write a book on sales and negotiation, period. And people, I would buy it, because you sold the company for what? A bigger valuation than it's really worth, and there's nothing wrong with that. But business comps, it's a different market we're in today, and I'm so excited about the next 10 years. I am so excited about the next 10 years because we're going to see some real nasty things happen the next 10 years. And the next 10 years, we're also going to see some people that nobody expected to come to the top, to come out of nowhere and become the cream of the crop. And then everyone's going to target that company. You'll see. Be patient. It's coming to a city near you. That's how business and capitalism works. That's what's going to be taking place. Adam, I think you want to say something.
Yeah, I love that entire perspective. So most people are obsessed with other people's opinions. Most people are imprisoned by other people's thoughts and feelings. Most people are trying to keep up with the Joneses. Free yourself from the prison of what other people think. I've learned this the hard way. The hardest thing to do is not give a flip about what other people have to say. Let's put these things in order. Number one, keyboard warriors. Adam, you suck. Don't. At this point,
but some of them are right about
doesn't
you.
matter.
I'm just kidding.
Doesn't matter to me. Number two, do you know how many friends I have? Friends that go, I can't believe you voted for Trump. I can't believe you would sit down with Nick Fuentes. I can't believe that you would associate with Andrew Tate. I can't believe that you would talk to Candace Owens. Oh yeah? Shut the fuck up. This is what we do. We talk to people. We hear the truth. The last thing that's liberating is your closest friends and family. There's friends and family in my life. Why do you do this? Why do you travel? Why do you have to go this? Why do you do this? You could also shut the F up, because this is what we do. Thank God, I'm going to give Peabody a shout out, that we have a leader with a backbone who says, don't apologize. We had a situation recently where they want you to apologize. No, you don't have to. This is what we do. When you have conviction and you stand for something, you don't have to go anywhere. As far as what the Nelk Boys did, I think they're great. I think Kyle's a nice dude. They should have done better. To read a comment and say, wow, we interviewed Bibi Netanyahu, the modern day Hitler. Oh, okay, that's fair. Really, bro? Is that actuality the reality? Bibi Netanyahu is the modern day Hitler? Modern day Hitler. Are you freaking kidding me? And Bassem Youssef can go on all these podcasts and criticize Israel. Why can't Bassem Youssef go back to Egypt? Why can't he go back to the country that he's from? Because in the country you're from, you can't criticize the government. You can't criticize the government in Iran. You can't criticize the government of Egypt. You can't criticize the government of Syria. You'll end up dead. You can criticize the government in Israel, no problem. And to the whole camp that goes, well, you can't criticize Israel. What's the one country you can't criticize? Are you fucking kidding me?
Adam, at this point, bro.
Sorry.
This is the third time, man. It's like we had dinner last night talking about this.
This upsets me because I hear.
I understand.
No. Because all I hear is that you can't criticize Israel, and all I hear are "F you."
I don't care.
Jew,
no.
Kill yourself.
These are two separate things.
I'm sorry. I'm fired up here. But when half the world hates you, deal with it and get tough. Because the whole notion that Israel can't be criticized, the whole notion that Bibi Netanyahu can't be criticized, that's all they do.
I think you've branched over into. Go ahead, Vinny.
Well, I just want to say one thing, Adam, and I understand where you're coming from, and I get your passion. It's all good.
I'm sorry about
you're the angry patriot at this point, but I don't think it's that. I think it's when you want to criticize Israel, there's two labels. You're anti-Semitic, means you hate all Jews, or you support Hamas. That is a big problem, because the moment you can't say, wait a minute, there are starving kids in Gaza. They are shooting open fire on people that are just trying to get food. Those kids aren't terrorists. And to have an attitude like, well, they're going to grow up to hate Jews and they're going to want to kill Jews, let's just shoot them. That's the problem. It's not that if you can't criticize without being labeled and sticking up for the children and the innocent people, bro, that's the disconnect. It's not all Jews.
Vinny, just so you know, you're right and he's right.
Yes.
But it's not Hitler.
Oh, no, I'm not agreeing to that.
Talking
no,
about?
I'm not agreeing to that.
What are we? I want to make sure you qualify that.
Oh, yeah.
We're not talking about Hitler.
Absolutely not.
We are talking about
just
somebody who is a true believer in his cause. His name is Bibi, and it's not your cause.
Yes.
And you can disagree with them.
Yes.
But to all of a sudden have that category as here,
that's ridiculous.
That's what's going on.
That's a horrible comparison.
And by the way, over here, last night, my son, we go to, I don't want to say where we had dinner. So last night we have dinner. We're doing a convention here. There's going to be around 10,000 people here. I was just at the award ceremony in the morning. Quick shout out to Maral Tikran and the whole crew. Phenomenal job on the opening video. I went to watch the opening video at 7 a.m. with my daughter, Senna, who is my number one road dog. She was there with me just watching it. And then we came here. And then we came here. But last night, we're at this place. We're having dinner. How cool was that conversation at dinner?
Amazing.
It was like, and Tico is standing just going like this and watching Tom. And by the way, listening to Tom at these types of dinners, I'm telling you, you get so much smarter just listening to Tom with his experience of faith, and then Adam and Tom talking about, what it is to be a Jew and Christianity, and then you jumping in there and just back and forth, all of us. It was such a great dinner. That's a regular thing for us. The reason why I'm getting upset at Adam is I'm asking specifically, stop dropping F-bombs. I've asked him so many times. I don't like it.
My bad, sir.
Because when I do other things, guest says it. Kids are watching us. People want to put their kids in front of this. I'm not a fan of that. I've told you this hundreds of times privately. Now you're forcing me to say it to you publicly.
That's fair. That's fair.
Don't do that to me after I just had a conversation with you
You're absolutely right.
All right.
And I'll say one thing.
Yeah.
I apologize.
I know
I tried to say flip a few times.
But guess what?
And I apologize.
You gotta control, because the targeting's not gonna change.
True that.
Yeah, I'm at a place right now where my position is very simple. Yesterday, what's one of the conversations we had about Christians, Jews, and Muslims? How long does it take to become a Muslim? What was the number?
30 seconds.
One
They
prayer.
ask you to say a prayer. They direct you to some things, and then they say, okay, now come along with me on the journey.
How long does it take to be a Christian?
Similarly, 30 seconds, you understand who Christ is, you accept that, and then you go on a journey.
How long does it take to become a Jew?
How long? Adam?
Months?
Years.
Years?
It takes a while. I think they ask you to go to classes and things like this.
No, so realistically, how long
understanding.
does it take to become a Jew?
It actually takes a few years.
Like to be
Jews
legit.
do not evangelize.
Yeah,
Like,
so
no Jews trying to
actually
recruit you.
think about it. When is the last time a Jew came to you talking to you about becoming a Jew?
Never.
Never with me.
Never.
And I've been around a lot of them.
Well, I'd like to talk to you guys.
By the way,
Three would like to-
I had a guy, a friend of mine, I won't say his name, but he's Muslim.
Yeah.
He came, I brought him to the house. We made a meal. We sat down, we gave him food. We had a great conversation together. And then he takes out a backpack full of Qurans and books, and he gives it to me. He says, I want to talk to you about a religion of Islam
religion of peace.
in my house.
Try to pitch you Islam in your house.
By the way, I respect it. I don't say it in a negative way. I respect the fact that you have the audacity to come to my house after I feed you to tell me about your religion. That's never happened to me with Jews. So what is Jews' vision and outcome? What are they trying to do? Maybe they want to control media. Maybe they want to control. By the way, would I be surprised if the Jewish community goes and tries to buy up 50 podcasts the next 3 years? I would not be surprised. Would I be surprised if Qatar goes and buys 30 or 40? No. Would I be surprised if Russia goes? Would I be surprised if some new Soros of the other side gets started and buys podcasts that the messaging is what? Pro-America. Yeah, I'm not surprised. This is what's going to happen. This is the direction we're going. I'm telling you, the next 5-10 years, back in the days, they had something called the Oklahoma Land Rush. You're going to see the media rush the next 5 to 10 years for influence. And a lot of people are going to get dropped and destroyed because a lot of people will slow down because of money, fame, bad habits, cocaine, drugs, gambling, dumb shit. And some of the people, you just pay them a little bit of money and they're going to walk away. The race for media is going to be very, very interesting the next 5 or 10 years. Summer is here. Future looks bright gear. We have the matching shirts with the hats, gang. So, Rob, if you can go to it where people can see it. No, you just had it go. If you go back one where it shows the homepage right there. So the matching, if you can shop the collection, the hats, the shirts, the colors matching with each other. This is the shirt that Vinny wears, the black Future Looks Bright shirt right there with the silver one.
I love that. That one gets,
Every time I see it, because that's elevated, right, off the shirt.
It's raised off the shirt.
It's sick. So if you go up a little bit, I don't know if that one's an elevated or not. Go a little bit higher, Rob, with the hats. The other way, Rob, if you go, those are the ones that are elevated. These are so sick. Look at that. Matching. So summertime, go sport your future. Yesterday, we're walking on Vegas. Guys got Valuetainment shirt on, Valuetainment hats on. It's awesome. Now we're seeing it all over the place. And I'm getting a bunch of pictures being sent my way. So go to vtmerch.com, place your order. And number 2, we were at Gaylord last week, Orlando, at the conference where the Vol Conference will be held, and at the hotel where the Vol Conference will be held. We are officially 35 days away from nearly 12,000 people coming together at the Vol Conference at the Gaylord. The hotel looks amazing. The number of networking opportunities, absolutely insane. Whether you're in AI, real estate, private equity, you're trying to raise money, you're trying to deploy money to some people, great place to come. If you haven't yet bought your tickets, the top 2-tier tickets are about to sell out. Of course, you can get your general tickets, but the best tickets are typically the executive and the CEO and founder for you to sit closely and network with others. There's going to be a lot of big announcements that we'll be making. Tony Robbins will be there. Martha Stewart will be there. David Falk will be there. And a couple other surprises that will only be revealing while you're there. If you haven't yet registered, go to thevaultconference.com. Once again, to thevaultconference.com. I believe the prices are increasing this Friday. So get your tickets before the prices increase by the end of this week, and get your hotels as well at the Gaylord, because everybody will be there.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.